All right, in this video, we're going to do the dissection of a muscle called Pectoantebrachialis. And it's a strap, and it's about the same width on this cat. It's about this wide. It goes all the way out to the forearm. Now, the first thing you have to do, and I picked this cat on purpose, is you can't see the lines if you don't remove the connective tissue. So watch. I'm going to pull it up. You can see how white it gets right there. And I'm just going to do this with my scissors. And then you should be able to see muscle color underneath. If you wanted to, in some places, you could switch to the probe. But some of you get really aggressive and it starts to look like a pulled pork sandwich. Not good. So I'm just going to slowly work this connective tissue off the whole way. If you can't see the lines, this will be the reason. That's starting to look good. Now I'm just using, you can see it, the sharp side of the scissors. I closed the whole thing, took my hand off of the loop, and I'm just going to scrape with the nose. You can still damage the muscle this way, so be careful. This will make it go a little faster though. Scrape, scrape, scrape. If it gets hung up, back to the baby nips. Oh, that line's really going to show up now. So just be patient. Let me clean this off, and you'll have to do the same thing. Oh, I can really see the end of the muscle now. Look at the end of the muscle right there. Please do not get aggressive and cut into the muscle. Just take off the connective tissue. This is where we should insert a little music. Ah. Yeah, don't do that. That was a mistake. There we go. All right, so there's a big chunk right there. Now watch what I do with my thumbs here. If I start massaging this cat away, you can now see the line right there. Now I still have a little bit of connective tissue on the top here. I should be able to drag a lot of this off. Just drag in the same direction as the muscle fibers or it will tear. It's trying to come open on me. If the nose gets jammed, just clean it out. There's still some right here. Ooh, I can see the edge. Look at this. And this is the key, getting this clean so you can start seeing the lines. I can do the rest of this later, but I still have a little bit more right here. Just grab and drag, and you can see I put a lot of pressure there. If you have a smaller cat, please do not get too aggressive. Okay, look. Look what I'm doing with my thumbs. Just pulling that muscle away from the other muscles. Here's where these two muscles come together, right there. And then it goes, whoops, it goes right to there. All right, now, the best place to start, if I put my finger right in his armpit, or her, if you come straight up from the armpit, that is the best place to start, right there. So I'm going to move my chair. Since we're on camera, I have to move around here. All right, done this before. Come right up from the armpit. There's the bottom line, not there. Follow it from here, right there. Watch, if I grab that bottom nose, lift it up. You can see now there's a big piece of connective tissue that opened up. Look at this. Now I'm in there. Now I'm just going to kind of nose wiggle. I'm not going to go the whole way because you have to be careful here. Because what happens is sometimes you'll get, there's different bundles in this muscle called pectoralis minor, and we want to make sure that we separate it correctly. So once I have it started, look, I don't know if I'm at the right depth yet, but I'm going to find out. Then I'm going to switch and I'm going to come directly above that. There's the line right there. Now this gets a little tougher, especially if you have a big cat. I'm going to back pick this line. You can see I'm just grabbing a few fibers at a time. Back pick it. And then I'm going to open up this takes some skill. You can hear that noise? Gotcha. And then I'm going to lift up here. Push down, push down. Now I got it started. I'm going to take my scissors. I can still see the line. It's right there. Just going to open that line a little bit more. Baby nip, baby nip, baby nip, baby nip. And then here's what I'm looking for. Man, I hope you can see this on camera. When I open this up, I got muscle, 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 cotton candy. Muscle, 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 muscle. Where that cotton candy is, that's the depth. I'm going to nose wiggle in there. I'm going to get and look at that. And now I've created the actual depth of the muscle. That's the hard part. Now we're just going to continue to dissect. Okay, scrape, scrape, scrape. You can see this is a push and pull. So now I got the correct depth here. Okay, now I'm going to come back to the bottom line. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit with my scissors. Watch. Lift up. Scrape, scrape, scrape. This will keep it nice and smooth. I'm just scraping with my scissors. Push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Look how that's opening up there. Now I'm going to bring it all the way over to this side. I'm going to actually have to spin this cat for me. There we go. Keep my hands out of the way. Now I'm going to work from the underneath side. And you should be able to, I can see that the scissors shining through there. Now just cut. Run my scissors in there. Run my scissors in there. I can see the, can you see the bottom margin? I'm just going to stay right on it. Notice using the scissors will keep it nice and clean. It's going to start getting a little bit tighter. So I'm going to take my probe, round side it in there. Look, can you guys see the probe sticking through the connective tissue? Right there is where I want to cut. Okay. Boop. Boop. Same thing. Switch back to the probe. That thing's going to come right out here. And it's going to get tighter as you get closer to the sternum, so be careful. All right, now I'm going to look back under there. Connective tissue. Clean, clean, clean. We want it to look nice and clean under there. Look at that. Oops, I got a little bit high. Hold on. And push those fibers of minor. Can everybody see I got a little bit high? Oh, you can see that. I got a little bit high in there because it's not matching my depth. There's my correct depth. And this is what I was saying. You got to be careful. If you go too far this way, those are actually fibers of minor. So when you see that, pull towards you, and then just keep pressing this back down. And watch, if you press it down and smooth it with your finger, it's like nothing happened. And your teacher will not take off points when he grades your cat. So I'm working under there, just cleaning. What technique is this? Push down, push down. It's going to get really tight in there. Push down, push down, push down. I know I'm being redundant. And you can hear that connective tissue tearing as I do this. Now it's going to get super tight. Pushing down, pushing down. I'm not even working underneath there anymore. Finish that seam, bang. Push down, push down. A few fibers under there, you can see. See how I frayed those ones right there? If that happens, you just trim that out and you smooth that over. You can lick your finger if you want. Don't do that. Okay, so now I have this whole, look at this now. I have this whole thing freed up. All I have to do is come back and do the top margin. But now this is real easy because I cleared the whole way underneath it. The whole way. There's my line right there. I'm going to cheat and just take this out. Done. Okay. Now I just have to finish, pull it tight. You can see the line right here. Scrape, 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 scrape. Oh, look how nice that's coming apart. Scrape, scrape. And I'm applying a pretty good bit of pressure. Ooh, see how it's starting to shred there? That's not good. That's not good. If it starts to shred, I'm going to spin this one more time. Stay on camera, sweetheart. Stay on camera. There we go. Here's my line right there, and that was starting to shred. So that means I do not have this dissected enough. So I'm going back to my underneath scraping and push down. Oh, look, that opened up that line really nice right there. This is called the porpoise. I just make this stuff up as I go. And you can see most of the work is underneath where you can't see it on the camera. You'll be able to see it when you have your cat. Take that all the way out. Bang. And that should be dissected. The tendency is to stop right there where it starts to get difficult. No, you keep working until that strap is completely free. That is what the dissection of Pectoantebrachialis should look like. Right there. Ready? Go.